Hello everyone, this is Suzanne Knaber-Nicole from Police Science Doctor with your weekly dose of police science snippets, number 258. I am in a college at the moment. I'm talking to some students, A-level students, about coming to Middlesex University and studying on my Criminology with Policing Investigations program. Somebody might walk in at any point, so hopefully that won't be too embarrassing. But let's see. Right, the first snippet for this week is about parole officers. Women on community supervision represent a growing proportion of justice system clients, emphasizing the need to understand factors linked to their success on supervision. This study investigated whether client perceptions, so that's the offenders, of their relationships with supervising officers are associated with self-reported technical violations and revocations of supervision. Findings indicate that higher scores on the caring, fairness, and trust subskills associated with lower odds of both technical violations and revocations, whereas higher toughness scores are associated with higher odds of both. I'll explain in a minute what I'm doing. Second one is about perceptions of police candidates. Police agencies continue to face persistent recruitment challenges and evolving expectations for officer qualifications. Understanding how current officers perceive potential candidate backgrounds provides insight into the cultural and professional values that shape the policing workforce. Military experience was most frequently characterized as favorable, often linked to discipline, structure, and maturity. Work experience was positively viewed as a source of practical skills and real-world preparedness. However, college education elicited more mixed perceptions, with some officers favoring, but only 21%, while others were critical of its relevance to the realities of policing, 53%. And the last snippet for this week is about discretion at shift end. A central concern in studying state agents is how incentives and constraints shape effort. In shift work, fatigue typically reduces productivity as shifts progress. In policing, however, accounts propose the opposite. Officers exploit discretion at shift end to generate overtime, collars for dollars. So this hypothesis was tested. Contrary to the overtime hypothesis, the study found a 14.9% decline in stop frequency at shift end. There was also higher selectivity, consistent with declining capacity or motivation rather than overtime seeking. And that article is actually open access, which means you can read the entire piece. I'm going to sign off quickly now because I'm in somebody else's office. But I'll see you again next week. And until then, stay safe. Oh, and here's my logo.